So, 2020. This was quite a year. Not just for, the world's problems and things that happened in between and everything. It was a strange year. Lots of good things happened. Lots of strange things happened. And a lot of bad things happened. And I'm just here to talk about it. This is going to be the first time I'm going to do about this, but I really want to because this is a huge world change. Tomorrow, I'm recording this in October 26th, and on the 27th, it is my birthday. But I'm going to give out these thoughts now because I'm probably going to be busy around when it's my birthday. It was strange. And I definitely didn't think I'd get to this point. And I don't mean with the whole art or let's play or anything like that. I mean stuck in my room doing these things. My original plan at the beginning of this year, and I know plans don't always work out because there wasn't even a plan, it was just how I thought things were going to go, was I joined up an art class. And with the classmates, I thought we could have been good friends. I thought that we would be together, we would hang out, do some art stuff, actually make things interesting for once. And that didn't happen. Things changed a lot. And I want to give a thought, my thoughts on myself, my resolve. This part of me, I don't know why it keeps coming back. The shut-in myself that just wants to draw, do these things, not worry about school, college, or anything. Because, and honestly, I didn't. I didn't want to go to college because I wanted a better education. I went to college because I wanted friends. I wanted to make friends, do friends things together, because I never had that. And now here I am. That taken away from me, from the world changing. And as if you were to ask me at that time, when it happens, college was closed down and we had to do everything online. If you were to tell me what I felt, I would have said the exact same thing everyone else said. I would have hated that. I hate it all. I despise it all. Why did things have to be that way? What the crap? But here I am now. Sitting in this room. Have done so many commissions. I've bought the things I wanted to make with those commissions. I have been making slowly, but I have been making the Book Fables LP. I am hopefully learning code to help with Chair and the team at Lame Dimensions, probably. And I have made lots of new friends. Because of the world changing. I have made some new internet friends. Whether they like me or not, I don't know why anyone would still like me. But now thinking about it, I think I changed that. I think this year was a pretty normal year. It had some ups and downs. There were things I didn't like happening. But a lot of things came from it. A lot of things about myself. I still don't like myself. I want to go into that first off. There were many improvements that I've made to myself, but there are cracks. There are some shatters. There are some holes. I am not a perfect personality in terms of what the normal person should be. I'm not a perfect friend. I try to be. I try to help out as much as I can. But I'm still a little bit perverted. I'm still a little bit crazy. I still, from time to time, may overthink something, or not even ignore some things. Those are still parts I'm still trying to fix, but it is still a lot better than I was back then. I don't know if I still like this version of myself. I still want to be that child, kind of this childish adult that like knows where things needs to be done, knows that sometimes I do want to I want to have fun, but I can get down to things when it came to it. I still don't know if I feel like I'm that way, because I still end up being I still show cracks of the past, and I don't know if I like that very much. And it's very well my fault. And you can call it like a mental issue, you can call it a mental illness, it doesn't matter. The point is, I'm still causing it. It does show, but the difference is definitely the people that I'm with now able to forgive and accept the way I am. I'm glad people are having fun with me, but I still worry that maybe it's not possible to be fixed and I'll have to live with this. I still fear sometimes that my past will come back to haunt me. And it has in small ways. I have seen glimpses of people I recognize from the past and worried something will happen. Someday the past will come chasing for me. Someday it's gonna happen. I just hope I'm able to take it when it does. Another thing is my art. It's kind of cliche to say you didn't expect something that you've worked on for years on end to be something you're going to continually doing. But it's kind of true. In a way. It's weird. You have an idea of what the future's going to be like, and you still are surprised when it comes. I'm still surprised when it happens, even if I knew. If I would have said now there'll be a really famous artist that does commissions and charms or drawings or whatever for everyone and become like a digital artist or maybe even a programmer for like a game or something that's super popular all of a sudden, like I can think of that, I can plan that out, but if it actually happens, I'll still be so surprised. And that's the feeling I'm having right now. It's like I knew this was kind of happening, but I'm still surprised it happened. Because the shock value of now setting in what things changed from back then to here. Back then, I just played video games. I just went to school, did my work, came home, did the homework, played video games all day long, maybe watched YouTubes. That was it. That was all I did. Now, I'm here. I'm drawing commissions for people, I'm drawing my own art, I'm planning to make a manga, I did some charms for Chair and stuff. I am learning how to code to make some games. I'm doing a Let's Play on YouTube, even if no one's watching, I'm still doing it, it's still a thing I do. I'm doing all these things now. Now I barely have time to play games. I still play them with friends, but not as much as I did back then. It's strange to see how things changed in that aspect. If there's one positive thing from back then and there, other than, personality changes of being a less perverted guy, it's work ethic. I'm doing a lot more than I did back then. And I don't regret that at all. I regret not being able to pick up art or any form of hobby back then, but now, a few years ago, seeing the last 4 years of doing art, it was time well spent. I still sometimes see, the things I have now. I said it to myself back then when I had the capture card. The thing I wanted to do when I was 13 years old, make Let's Plays, maybe have a good computer, all that. I now look in this room, see the capture card, see my computer, I see the mic. Everything I've wanted is now mine. What am I doing with it? And I'm trying to do the best of my ability to use as much as I can with it. I may get lazy here and there, not gonna lie, but I'm still using it to the best I can. From this year, I definitely could say that my plans of life definitely has changed in a strange way of I wanted to go to college and get, an art degree or something. see your friends came out of it. Now that's changing. I don't know if I would go back to college. Now I'm thinking maybe I would go back to like a trade school, training school, whatever. Maybe that's still it's crazy expensive, but that could guarantee a job instead, a good paying job. That would carry me to maybe somehow live in an apartment or something. I don't know. I still want to get out of this house. It is annoying. It's not a bad house. Some of the problems I cause are from me, but some of the problems are annoyances that I would rather live in a better environment, even if it's just less annoying. I just want to be with friends. Maybe I haven't hung out with that friends lately. I've been talking to some people. I've found new people to hang out with. I found people that I think I should avoid for the future. Yeah. It was a strange year, but it was still a good year. Yeah, the virus sucks. There were lots of tragedies that happened. There were definitely a lot of world-ending feelings that came from it. But I didn't matter that much. It's surprising to say, but I didn't think I would live to even get to my birthday. I don't mean suicidal thoughts, I just mean I felt like the world was gonna kill me before I could kill it in a strange way. I don't know why. It feels so weird with things being like, so, with the virus and everything, like, yeah, obviously, but also just because I felt like things were just slow. Like I said, when the virus first happened and the college was in lockdown, I felt sad and I was really, really mad I couldn't get to do that bowling game with my friends. Yes, it's been months, but I'm still salty at the fact that we still didn't end up going bowling. That was the plan. That was gonna be the push that I was gonna do. I was pushing towards that so we can finally start hanging out outside of the college campus. There was an art club I was getting near. There was a cute girl there I wanted to talk to. But none of that happened. And yet, those were just potentials, though, as I realized. Those were just potential things that could have happened. Literally everything that I could have planned for that could have gone off the rails. Maybe those guys didn't want to even be together anymore. Maybe the cute girl I was talking to didn't want to even be together. Maybe our club was just doomed from the start. Who knows? Instead, I got a lot of good things going now with the Let's Play, the arts, learning the game code, now with Chair. I think that's the biggest one. Even if it's just a small shitposty thing, yeah, even if it's so small, I don't care. Because the one thing I really wanted was to be a part of a community effort, of a team effort, anything. That's what the server was when I made it. And lo and behold, Chair is the exact same thing. They just did make games. Like, the server for me is just people posting their own art. They come and go. It's fine. We'll meet some friends. We'll do some VC. That's fine. But to actually make a product, to actually make a game, was something that I really wanted to do. And it was struggling to do it on my own. There was no motivation behind it. But now with Lame Dimensions, I now have a motive. I have a motive with a friend to learn game code, to help out on their game coding, maybe make the games a little bit better, and have this sort of be, even if it doesn't become a huge thing, at least it will be a start for something bigger down the line. Because again, I started drawing just in a simple notepad. I just started drawing like that. It was terrible. But that eventually became drawing on a tablet, in a computer, doing commissions. So who knows what that will bring down the line. It could burn down and fall like college did, but you know what? So be it. Because when college was in lockdown, I had all this happen. So it wasn't a terrible year for me, even if it was bad in some aspects. And while there is a lot of things I want to improve myself and my resolve, I am getting better. I know I talked a lot about things outside of my own mental mind, but my mental mind is weird. I feel like not like my parents don't understand me completely. I do know a friend that does understand me, but it's still hard when the people you're living with don't get you. The reason I call myself an idiot or a moron or, all this kinds of things is because I know that I'm flawed. I do a lot of stupid mistakes. I say I'm a pervert because it's true. Sometimes I can be. I say I'm not that smart and I'm the worst person that exists, and that's because it's true. I have done some terrible things. But I still want to be a better person. I never want to say I'm a good person, because then that would signify to myself that I don't need to improve anymore. And that's not true. I got lots of things to improve. Maybe it's a bit unrealistic, because we all have that little bit pervertedness inside of us. I just take it a little bit step further. My reasoning for things is definitely different from other people. And I apologize for that. And I wish to improve on that and not have those thoughts anymore. But in a realistic sense, that might never happen. I say might. That might never happen. It could happen, but it might never happen. And that's why I keep saying I'm not a good person, because then that would signify that I'll have to keep trying to improve myself. I keep these thoughts of the way the world works, of me thinking I know everything. I don't want to say I know everything, but I definitely will try to stretch my knowledge into making a point with my parents. My parents are confused. They think they know everything. They think they got everything under control when they don't. No, they're not manipulative. They're not bad people. I will never say they're bad people. In fact, that's why I keep saying to some of my friends that they have heart, but they're an idiot. They're idiots with hearts because they don't understand everything, at least with an open mind. And I'm using this against them, but they keep claiming that I need to have an open mind. But when parents say that, they just want you to agree with them, then that's kind of shitty. I don't like when they do that. I don't like when they force their authority, even when they say, oh, we will accept everything, because they don't. They really don't. Can't wear skirts because they don't like that. That's fine. That was years ago, but I'm giving an example of why they don't like. They didn't like it. They didn't even give an open mind. They just said, no, you can't do that. You can't wear skirts. Another thing is their ideals. I was taught very harshly for someone with mental illness. You can even ignore that part. Even for just a regular child, it was pretty harsh. And it makes it even worse because now the siblings that I have, they don't get punished as hard. They get away with everything. And in fact, my siblings take advantage of that. I was so harshly treated back then, and yeah, they apologize, but they don't do anything to change that. They don't learn how to educate my sister. They don't learn how to learn English more properly. They don't learn that the needs and wants of a child. They don't do anything. I keep telling them over and over again, you should have learned how to prepare to take care of a child better when I was born. They said, oh, I didn't know. No one tells you how to be a parent. And I say, well, there's books, there's internet, there's videos, there's other people you can talk to. And they're like, well, yeah. But we didn't have that back then. And it's like, why don't you do that now? You have a young girl in your care now. That's the youngest. My little sister is the youngest now. Why do you not re-educate yourself for her? And they don't want to. And that's how I was raised. They cared, but they didn't have the mental capacity to teach themselves, and now I'm here. Now I'm here always calling myself an idiot, always calling myself that I'm a bad person, because I always want to improve myself. And they don't know why. I told them myself, I keep calling myself an idiot. They're like, you shouldn't call yourself an idiot. You're like a smart person and everything. You're that kind of attitude. Well, whatever. I don't remember what they said about that anyway. I keep thinking to myself, maybe I should be the one to make commands in the house. I keep thinking maybe I should be the man in the house or whatever you want to call it. Be the one to control things, to do things and everything. And I keep thinking to myself, no, I don't want to do that. Am I a little lazy? Maybe. But I have drawing to do. I have my own entertainment to take care of. I have my own stuff to take care of. And even if I try to do that, my parents shoot me down anyway. I don't know. I don't get it. They try to give ideas. I try to help them out. But if they can even open a little plastic cover for cheese, cutting it with a knife and not realizing that there's a sign that says, "Hey, peel here." That is a thing that happened. I got a bag of cheese that we're gonna use to eat. I was gonna open it up where it says "peel here." My mother was like, "Oh, how'd you do that?" And I'm like, "It says right here to peel." And it's like, "Oh, we always cut it up. I never knew you could do that." And it's like, just read. Why bother giving me an email to check to see what it is if you're not even going to check it yourself first? That happened this morning. She got an email from something. Before even reading it, she gave it to me thinking, oh, like, I earned free money. And I thought it was like, oh, it's spam, delete it. And then I took a closer look and was like, oh, no, this is legit. This is like, this is like Wish, that thing. She uses Wish. Well, haven't in a while, but yeah, she got something out of it, so I guess. I don't care. But the point is, like, I checked that, and then she kept reading, and she's like, oh, because of this. And they're like, oh, but how do I get it? And like, it's like, isn't a code or something? And then she goes back, reads it more, it's like, oh, it's a coupon. Okay, how do I get the coupon? And then I give more suggestions, and then she goes back to the email again, and then she's like, oh, there's a code here. And like, just read the entire thing first. Don't jump to conclusions. If there's one thing I could say about my parents, though, is that they are now more accepting of media, which I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. Before, they didn't like anime because it was a bit sexual. That's actually the origin of how I found anime. It was an Ichi. My parents find out, and they told me not to watch it. Lo and behold, I kept watching it. I became a weeb. Didn't like certain cartoons I watched as a kid, but now I showed my mother No Game No Life because she thought the title was bad. She didn't like the way that was called No Game No Life. I was like, you can't judge a book by its cover. You're going to watch the first 3 episodes and you're going to tell me what you think. And she actually liked it, surprisingly. I thought she was going to get a bit weirded out by, the panty shots, the lolly, this, stuff like that. Apparently not. She actually liked the show. I'm glad they're more accepting, but there's still a ton of issues to be solved. Just like I am. There's still a ton of issues I have. But things gotten better. It's basically the theme here. Things have been bad. There have been bad things, but there have been good things. After doing the Cherno Day drawing and so on and so forth, being 20 is just strange. I don't know why. I still feel like I'm a kid. I still get surprised looking at the mirror and seeing my technically adult face, young adult. I'm just being like, wow, that's me. I kind of don't like what I see, but it happens. In the end, though, I'm still glad for everything that's happened. The people I've met, the friends that I made, the things I've been doing. This was good. It's my resolve for this year and my birthday. I won't have anyone to invite. I don't have any friends in real life. I do, well, my definition of friends is someone I can trust. And while I have classmates I can invite, I don't trust them. Maybe I don't know, I still don't feel right inviting them. That's something, I don't feel right. But maybe I'll say something. Maybe someone will drive by and give me a gift. I don't know. I don't expect it. I'm not expecting anything. It'll just be me, maybe a special meal, a cake, just staying out with family, doing things, and maybe be seen with some internet friends. I guess I can end off with this. Despite being... I'm not exactly an introvert. I do want to hang out with people. I do like talking. I just never liked parties. Strange, isn't it? The person who like usually likes anarchy, like things not being in control, not liking parties. I don't know why. Maybe because I never had actual friends. Maybe because I just felt it was a little bit claustrophobic with everyone around, running around and stuff. I never had just regular friend hangouts, so I never had I never liked full-blown parties. My siblings do, but I don't. I like talking to people. Why do I not like parties? Who knows? I think that's pretty much it. I just shoot things out of my head for this. It's not something super interesting or anything, but I just wanted to give my resolve. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being my friend, if you are a friend, or liking my art or whatever. And I'll see you next year, if I ever do one of these again.